Assalamu alaikum everyone. Good evening. My name's Farah Halaby and I'm a transformational life coach, and I just wanted to pop on here today. It's the end of the evening and the kids are in bed, alhamdulillah, and I'm just reflecting upon my day, and subhanAllah, we've had a lovely day, but today it's really brought home a couple of things that a lot of the clients that I work with bring up, and it's this sense of being happy, this sense of doing things to make others happy in the hopes that you'll be okay. And I'll explain what I mean by that. I work with a lot of women, a lot of mums who are trying to balance their home life, their work life, their responsibilities to their wider community, their extended family commitments, and there is this sense of being there for everyone else, doing stuff for everyone else, doing things to make others happy. And it's a really beautiful intention. It really is. It's lovely. But when you are out there doing everything for everyone else and you are so busy, and there is this almost this little voice in your head that's like, okay, if the kids are happy, I'll be okay. If if my parents are all right, then I'll be okay. If kept the husband happy, then then I'll be okay. And it's this sense of keeping everyone else happy, doing everything for everyone else in the hopes that you'll be okay. But what happens when you're not feeling okay and you're wondering, well, hold on a minute, I do everything for everyone else. Where is it back for me? Where is it when I need a bit of help? When I need just that bit of support? Where's my help? Where's my support? And in that moment, it's a little bit like we've got it the wrong way round. I hear a lot from my clients, my kids are my life. And that's lovely. That's lovely, but I'd die for my kids. I'd kill for my kids. I'm like, okay, right. Well, if they are happy, or if you're doing everything that you think that you can to make them happy, what about when they're not then? And I'll give an example. Have you ever, as a mum, taken your children out on a day trip? You've planned it. You've really spent a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of thought into making it the best day trip ever, or a holiday, or a meal out, or something. And you get in the car, and on the way, the kids are bored, they're hungry, they're fighting. You get to this amazing place, and they're not doing cartwheels. They are having a miserable time, and you are left feeling deflated, upset, and then you get this whole cycle of, I do so much for you, or you should be grateful, or I never had this when I was a kid. That's another one. And again, it's well-intentioned, you want to make them happy, which is lovely. But where does that leave you when they're not? Where does your happiness and contentment come from if your children, or if your husband, or if your community, or if your family are not happy, quote unquote? So what if we flipped that script? What if you concentrated on you? Because when you are filled with love, kindness, compassion, mercy, understanding, you're not looking for it from anyone else. You are doing it for yourself, but you're doing the things, you're being the person that you want to be, so that you've got that to give out to your children. So I'll give an example. Today, my husband and the kids, we went out for a spontaneous, and I'll say quote unquote spontaneous meal out. We were just enjoying some holidays, relaxing, just doing a few bits and pieces around the house. It was like, okay, don't feel like cooking? No, let's go out for dinner. And as spontaneous as you can get with 4 children, like, I know, about an hour and a half later from the decision to go out to dinner to actually leaving to going out for dinner, after getting the kids ready, after deciding where we're going to go, we got there. And it was lovely. But we actually went somewhere that my husband and I really wanted to go to. We really fancied a burger. So we knew that we were fine. We talked about it. My husband went through the menu. It was like, yeah, I'm going to have this, this, and this. And we, brought the kids. But the whole experience wasn't, we've got to make this for the kids. We've got to make sure that they're happy. Not saying that we don't, that they weren't, because they love a burger too. But in essence, I was filling my cup first. I wanted to go out for a burger, and the children went, and actually my littlest one, he wasn't too fussed with it. He was all right. But if I had done it with the intention of, you know, taking him out for a meal, making sure that he had this wonderful time, and he turns around and says, well, that's all right, I would have been deflated. But because I had had a lovely burger, I'd gone out, I'd had the food that I wanted to eat, I felt fine. So in this message, when we innocently think that we are, you know, trying to make everyone else happy, do everything for everyone else, and we are, you know, not taking care of ourselves, that's when the resentment, upset, overwhelm, anger even can set in. So when you live life from a place of pleasing yourself, not in a selfish way, not in a to the exclusion of others, but when you are looking after yourself, when you are nurturing yourself, when you are looking after being kind, being compassionate to you, again, that's what you've got to give out to everyone else. And so you're not going to be looking for it from others. It's a bit like you feeling hungry and you feeding your children or feeding your husband or feeding your co-workers, but wondering why your stomach's still rumbling. So if you would like some help creating the life that you want, the life that you want to live, but not just a life that you want, but a life that you love, then let's have a conversation. Let's have a good old conversation, a consultation to see what's going on for you and what is stopping you. What is it that is preventing you from filling your cup, from nurturing you, from looking after you? And I'm not saying that you have to not look after everyone else. I'm not saying stop that, not at all. But when we do so much for everyone else, and we think that by doing it for everyone else, that by looking after everyone else, we're looking after ourselves, or that we'll be happy, there's going to be times, if not more so than not, that that's not the case. So let's see what it will take for you to help you along your path, get you happy, nurture you, nourish you. Let's find out what is stopping you from doing that for yourself, because in a lot of the clients that I work with, there is usually something that they are trying to make up for by being a super mum, by being a super wife, by being the, you know, the best in their professional field, trying to make up for something within themselves, trying to run away almost from dealing with what's going on within themselves. It's easier to look after other people. It's easier to be concerned with other people's journeys, other people's studies, other people's worries, other people's problems, and looking that way rather than looking inwards. So if that sounds like you, then let's have a conversation. I'm a professional life coach for Muslimas, so let's talk and see what's stopping you from living not just the life that you want, but living a life that you love. You can hit me up in all the ways on social media. Well, I'm doing this on Facebook, but if you can contact me at connect@farahhalaby.com, let's organise a conversation and get you to where you want to be, not just living life, but loving life. But for now, as always, I pray that you are safe, well, happy and healthy, and inshallah I'll be on another time for another conversation. But for now, take care. Assalamu alaikum.